The Attorney General is suing a Georgetown cemetery for neglect. You'll hear from the people who have loved ones buried there about their frustrations. Two businesses in downtown Lexington, just feet from each other, broken into overnight. Coming up, you'll hear from both business owners. And the outcry over the death of a gorilla in Cincinnati prompts several responses, including from the zoo.
This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon. Sam Dick and Amber Philpott reporting. Kentucky Attorney General Andy Beshear has sued the owner of a Scott County cemetery. He says the cemetery caretaker failed to install grave markers despite taking thousands of dollars from customers.
For months, Crestlawn Cemetery has been left in disarray. More than 20 complaints have been filed at the Attorney General's office about the cemetery. WKYT's Victor Puente has more on what a judge is being asked to do about it. It's our top story at 4:30.
The lawsuit filed earlier today makes several claims against the owner of this cemetery. It was filed in civil court, but there could be criminal charges coming. At a press conference earlier today, Attorney General Andy Beshear announced a lawsuit filed against the owner of Crestlawn Cemetery, Dale Shackelford. The suit claims Shackelford violated Kentucky's Consumer Protection Act by failing to maintain the cemetery. People with relatives in the cemetery have told us they paid Shackelford for headstones that were never delivered.
I own a business myself, and if I don't come through with my contractual agreement, then I'm at fault, and there's no difference here. This is a business just like anything else, and he's been paid for a service and has not delivered to that.
That suit includes affidavits from 4 different customers making similar claims. Beshear also claims Shackelford failed to register the cemetery with the Attorney General's office. He said they weren't certain how much money Shackelford had received because he didn't respond to their subpoena asking for that information.
Our Office of Consumer Protection has received over 22 consumer complaints going back to 2014, and I know there are other folks here that have additional complaints today.
At that press conference, Scott County Sheriff Tony Hampton said they had more than 24 complaints they were investigating. He said they'd be working with the county attorney to decide if criminal charges would be filed. In Scott County, Victor Puente, WKYT.
The Attorney General is asking for anyone who paid for services at Crestlawn that weren't delivered to contact his office. Well, the beautiful weekend weather has carried us into the beginning of this short work week for some folks.
Beautiful day today, but more rain is in the forecast for the rest of the week. Let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. Chris, how about that?
Yeah, you know, it hasn't rained in a couple of days, guys. We're long overdue. Drought set. I kid. It just hasn't rained a lot for the past 3 or 4 days. We needed that, though, and over the next few, as Sam alluded to, we're going to get in on some more thunderstorms. Right now, low and mid-80s into most of central and eastern Kentucky. The humidity is on the increase. And look at this little thick band of some clouds into parts of central Kentucky right now. Humid air out across the western part of the area, continuing to work on into town. I see one little shower trying to pop up into northern parts of Henry County. That's cruising close to the Kentucky Speedway as of now. Though southern Kentucky watching some thunderstorms near La Follette in Tennessee, right on Interstate 75, working toward the north. That'll move into parts of Whitley County and may skirt into Bell and Knox counties over the next little bit. So the muggy air leading to some thunderstorms. I do have a strong cold front with cooler air on the way. We will track it all as the pattern cranks up a little bit, guys, as we inch toward the weekend in just a few.
Firefighters are investigating after an overnight fire destroyed a mobile home in Lexington. Crews were called to the mobile home park off of Georgetown Road about 1 o'clock this morning. When they arrived, they found the home engulfed. No one was injured in the fire. Firefighters think the mobile home had been vacant for some time. Burglars targeting 2 downtown Lexington businesses early this morning. The burglaries on East High Street were pretty destructive. In both cases, crooks smashed windows or doors to get inside. Police say the calls for both break-ins at Black Market Boutique and Missy's Pie Shop came in just before 4 this morning.
Came into a broken door here and a broken display case, glass everywhere. I ended up having to throw away all of my pie inventory.
It's sad and it's hard being a small business trying to survive these days, and then to have things like this happen, it's very frustrating, but you just clean up and move on.
And the owner of Missy's says she estimates her damages at $10,000. The owner of Black Market Boutique thinks she has about $1,000 in damage. We'll have the latest on the investigation on WKYT News coming up at 5:30. We're tracking the search for the person behind a violent robbery.
It happened early this morning at Galaxy Auto Glass on Versailles Road. Police say the robber broke in and hit a man in the face with a gun until he handed over money. The gunman took off with the cash in the direction of some apartments behind the business. Neighbors in the area are also worried about their safety. They didn't want to be identified.
We're thinking about moving because it's an unsafe area. It really is, to be honest and truly with you. It's too much drug-infested area, crime area. The crime rates is up out here, and we see it, you know.
Police are checking to see if surveillance cameras caught the crook on camera. A man is accused of attacking a woman outside a downtown Lexington bar. Police say Damon Dixon asked to do magic tricks for the victim in exchange for money. When the woman refused and got into a cab, police say Dixon grabbed her, threw her against a wall, and stole her wallet. The victim's friends chased Dixon down and held him until police arrived.
Kentucky State University has named a new interim president. The Board of Regents announced the appointment of Dr. Aaron Thompson this morning. Right now, he is the executive vice president at the Kentucky Council on Post-Secondary Education. He will take a leave of absence to lead KSU immediately until a permanent replacement is found. A county prosecutor in Ohio says criminal charges are possible in the weekend shooting of a gorilla at the Cincinnati Zoo.
Zoo officials shot and killed the gorilla Saturday to protect a 4-year-old boy who got into the animal's exhibit. CBS's Jamie Yukas has the latest from Cincinnati.
Cincinnati police are now investigating the events leading up to Saturday's shooting death of a gorilla at the Cincinnati Zoo. The endangered gorilla, named Harambe, was killed to protect a 4-year-old boy who got into its exhibit.
I'm not trying to blame it on the mother or the Cincinnati Zoo. I'm telling you what happened was a terrible tragedy, but the right decision was made.
Police are investigating possible recklessness charges against the boy's parents. The boy made it past a 3-foot fence and through an additional 4 feet of plants and shrubs before dropping 15 feet into the moat below. An animal rights group says there was not enough protection.
If a 4-year-old child can get through the physical barrier, is that a safe barrier?
The group has filed a claim with the U.S. Department of Agriculture, saying the zoo's inadequate enclosures violate the Federal Animal Welfare Act.
Zoos are businesses whose goal is to attract the public to look at animals. They're not here to preserve animals. They're not here for conservation. Zoos are entertainment.
The complaint could lead to tens of thousands of dollars in fines.
Ultimately, it's going to come down to whether or not the safeguards that were in place are adequate.
The gorilla exhibit has been closed since the shooting. It will reopen on Saturday. Jamie Yukas, CBS News, Cincinnati, Ohio.
A federal investigation is also being planned into Saturday's incident. A federal inspection less than 2 months ago found no problems with the zoo's gorilla exhibits.
Record flooding swallowing entire neighborhoods in Texas and claiming at least 7 lives. We'll show you the damage coming up on WKYT after our weather.
Get the credit approval you deserve at the all-new Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Nicholasville. If you have a job at $199, you can be approved today. During the Drive and Discover event 2016, Jeep Cherokee's $199 a month. Visit BigMSuperstore.com.
You may be entitled to $1,500 for each call you've received from any company collecting a debt. Seems too good to be true, but it's the law.
Nothing brings a family together like fun around the backyard pool. Here is your last chance to make that happen, and the price has never been better. For a limited time, Blue World Pools has the big 15x24 Econoline pool for not $399, not even $349. If you call now, that pool can be yours for only $299. That price still includes pump, filter, liner, ladder, and a free automatic pool cleaner. All that including free installation on your ready site for just $299. That's a $1,995 value for only $299. That's awesome! Call Blue World Pools now and take advantage of this incredible offer. Want more pizzazz? Of course you do! So jump up to our midline pool or grab for it all with Blue World Pools' top-of-the-line classic pool. The ultimate in high-style living. The choice is yours. But remember, this is your last chance to take advantage of our limited-time offer. The price will never get any better than this. How could it? Call Blue World Pools right now and beat that heat!
What we do is not about sickness. It's about living. All of life's moments, big and small. Each triumph and challenge. Because you were made to live, and live well. And we're here to make sure you do. Let us show you how care is supposed to be. Lexington Clinic. Your doctors for life.
Stanley Steamer is the first carpet cleaning service certified asthma and allergy friendly. It's our new standard of clean. Now get 3 rooms of carpet cleaned, just $99.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer, your certified cleaner.
Get WKYT news and weather updates on News Radio 630 WLAP.
Save thousands at the all-new Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Nicholasville, where you get 25% off MSRP on all the remaining new 2015s in stock. That's up to $14,000 off MSRP. Make the short drive to Big M Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Another nice day across central and eastern Kentucky. We are doing something right, huh? A little look outside. 9 live sky cams scattered from Interstate 65 to the mountains of eastern Kentucky, and every one of them showing a similar view out there. Mix of sun and some clouds. A little more overcast right now, Lexington to E-Town, but overall the trend today has been for temperatures to be similar to what we had yesterday, though where we have a little more cloud cover, it's a degree cooler in Lexington and Frankfort. Still, eastern Kentucky kind of balancing that out, 2 to 4 degrees warmer, upper 80s into northeastern Kentucky. Everybody else generally into the low and mid 80s. Defender Radar Network has been fairly calm and quiet so far today, as expected. A little widely scattered shower and thunderstorm trying to pop here into southeastern Kentucky. You've had one not too far away from Kaywood, around the Harlan area as well, and points south from Williamsburg. If you're watching us into Whitley County, southeastern parts of McCreary County, I think we're going to get in on a little clap or two of thunder over the next half hour to an hour or so. That's a little thunder shower coming out of northern Tennessee, lifting its way onto the north. 3-day forecast, 3-day threat track. Tomorrow, a late-day thunderstorm. Storms will become likely on Thursday. Still, I can't pick out one day that is just wall-to-wall rain. Not talking about anything like that. Tropical feel around. That'll carry us into Friday as a cold front makes its way into the area. Hour by hour, Lexington. As we go through the evening and for the overnight, those temperatures will drop toward the low and mid 60s. So it's muggy out there to begin the day tomorrow. Isolated shower, thunderstorm. Look at that noon temperature tomorrow. 84 degrees at noon. If you stay with sunshine all afternoon tomorrow, your thermometer for the first time this year can tickle the 90-degree mark. I think, though, a scattered thunderstorm or two will come crashing before the afternoon is through. That'll carry us into tomorrow evening. Forecast as we go into our Thursday. Muggy, 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 low 80s. And yes, some scattered thunderstorms, especially as we go into the afternoon and the evening hours. Looks like I need to kickstart that rainfall number there, just not moving at all, even as you see the rains coming on through the area. Into Friday, rinse and repeat. Over the next week, models are trying to up the ante just a little bit on some rain, especially as we go into Thursday, then again this weekend. Wish I had better news there. But it does come with a cooler price that we will pay to go along with some heavier totals during that time. A little broader hour by hour for the evening and overnight ahead of us as temperatures drop into the low 60s. It's a quick rebound. Again, mid 80s already showing up tomorrow in a few spots as we go into noontime. Haven't hit 90 this year that I could find anywhere in the state. I think that changes tomorrow. I could see one of those temperature gauges scattered here or there across the entire area, flirting with 90 degrees. Low 80s on Thursday, thunderstorms around. Cold front number 1 zips through early on Friday. Cold front number 2 zips into town on Saturday and early Sunday. And look at the numbers as we get into the weekend and early next week. We may try and string together 5 or 6 days of nothing but 70s.
How about that?
Huh?
Well, that'd be a nice change for
Who
once.
loves you now, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, this pattern over the next week is going to flip-flop, basically going back to where we were a few weeks ago, just the June version of it.
All right, Chris, thank you.
You bet.
At least 7 people are dead and some others are still missing after record flooding in Texas.
4 straight days of torrential rainfall last week caused the Brazos River to swell. Today it is expected to crest. John Champion is in the hard-hit town of Richmond, Texas.
From the air, the devastation is easy to find. On the ground, the stories of loss are hard to hear.
It's really sad. 33 years, never ever seen it like this.
In areas like Richmond, just outside of Houston, the swollen Brazos River was expected to crest today 8.5 feet above flood stage. That's 3 feet above the record flood here in 1994. In the town of Simonton, horses sought shelter on the porch of a home that's surrounded by water.
It's just crazy. It's sad to see everybody going through this.
Marilyn Alvarez waded through water to help her parents salvage what they could out of their flooded trailer.
Some stuff, not everything. We waited too long, I guess.
Looking at all of the destruction here, it's hard to believe that just 2 years ago, parts of the Brazos River actually ran dry because of severe drought. With more storms and rain expected this week, many people here fear the flooding could worsen. Mary Huerta lives in the town of Rosenberg and already packed her car and belongings.
I hope I come back to a house, you know.
The Brazos River is expected to remain at major flood stage for several more days. Don Champion, CBS News, Richmond, Texas.
You can meet little man Luke, mom Barbie too, at this weekend's benefit at McConaughey Farm. They're part of the rescue team here. We'll tell you more about it when we return on WKYT.
Tonight,
I know some very bad things are coming.
it's the 100th episode.
We're surviving, but we're not going to win this way.
But for some, it will be their last.
All the people I care about are dead.
This is Richard Weber from Springhouse Gardens. It's never too late to start gardening. It's simple, it's fun, and we can show you how. Come see us at our garden and we'll help you get started on yours. Where buying plants is a walk in the park.
Greatness isn't about creating one masterpiece and calling it a day. It's about challenging yourself to create a masterpiece every time. Come celebrate a half-century of innovations at the Kawasaki Golden Anniversary Sales Event. Save up to $2,500 plus 0% financing on select models at participating dealers. Visit Kawasaki.com to find a dealer near you.
Visit JVM Motorsports in Harrodsburg the weekend of June 11th to test drive a new Kawasaki.
Do you want to lose weight quickly and safely? Do you want to be healthy for a lifetime? Kim did and lost 238 pounds at Ageless Medical Weight Loss. Betty did and lost 135 pounds. The Ageless program is a medically supervised, affordable weight loss solution. Call today for a free consultation.
Ashley Home Store's best ever Memorial Day sale has been extended one final week. Through Monday only, take $100, $200, $500, up to $1,000 off your purchase. Plus, pay no interest for 12 months. Don't miss store-wide deals like this sectional only $6.99. This best-selling queen storage bed just $7.99. And this plush sofa now $8.99. Or pay 0% interest for 6 full years. No interest until 2022. Don't miss the final week of Memorial Day savings. It absolutely ends Monday. Ashley Home Store. This is home.
This week,
Howdy!
what a week of Wheel it's gonna be.
Whoa! It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it.
On Wheel.
Wheel of Fortune, tonight at 7 on WKYT.
Tom Hammond here for Transitions Lift and Elevator, Central Kentucky's leading installer of stair lifts, wheelchair lifts, home and commercial elevators. Transitions Lift and Elevator is proud to offer the highest quality equipment at the best value. Choose from a variety of solutions, each customized to fit the need of your family, business, or church. Visit our showroom on National Avenue in Lexington or online at transitionsmobility.com. Transitions Lift and Elevator, getting you where you need to be.
How do you create the garden of your dreams? The right plants, in the right place, with the right soil, and with our advice. Come see us at Springhouse Gardens, where buying plants is a walk in the park.
Get WKYT news and weather updates on 98.1 The Bull.
It's a fun way to help out a great cause this weekend with pony rides, cart rides, games, and food.
Our Deanne Stevens is out and about at McConaughey Farm Horse Rescue with a few of their four-legged volunteers. Hey, Deanne.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. We are here at McConaughey Farm. Meet my new little friend. This is little man Luke here out at McConaughey Farm, born just about 5 or 6 weeks ago. And Luke is like the hit of every party, isn't he? Miniature horse. Lori is with us. Luke, I got to mention Barbie. I feel guilty. Barbie looking all beautiful. Luke's mom here. McConaughey Farm Rescue. What are you guys out here, Lori? What do you guys do?
Well, what we do is we take in horses that are in need of homes. Sometimes owners give them up before they realize it's too bad and they can't take care of them. But we find these horses, we bring them in, we love them, we give them their vet treatment. A lot of times we've got to get them fattened up, and we find them new homes.
Barbie is one of your rescues here. Luke's mom, you all didn't know that Barbie was going to have a baby. But little Luke and Barbie are two horses that you can meet of many out here this weekend. Bring the kids out. You guys are having a benefit on Saturday. Tell us about it.
We are. It's our second annual. We had one last year. Our benefit is to help bring awareness and let people know what we do, and also raise money for the animals that we can put back into and help.
So what are some of the activities happening? Because you said bring all the kids out, bring everybody out.
Yes, we're going to have pony rides and horse rides. We're going to have cart rides. There's going to be crafts and games for the kids. Just come out and meet all the babies and see what we do here.
And I love this because it's really a free event, but you guys are taking donations for the rescue team.
Absolutely. You know, we do what we can with what we have, but sometimes, you know, the more horses we take in, sometimes we need a little bit of help. And we've had some really nice people in the past help us out. And it really, you know, it all goes right back into the horses.
I'm laughing because Luke is like, put me on camera, Darnell. You can come see little man Luke and mom Barbie, all the beautiful horses here. Tell folks where you're located.
We are White's Lane off Jacks Creek. We will be here Saturday from 11 to 4. Come on out, free to get in, free parking. Come meet our babies and have a good time.
Yeah, come have lots of fun and spend some time on the farm. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about at McConaughey Farm. Back to you guys.
They're adorable.
They're the cutest little things.
Yeah, cute. From The Rock to the Man of Bronze, Dwayne Johnson gets ready to tackle a classic comic superhero. And the Pope and George Clooney are getting together at the Vatican.
Chris Martinez has those stories and more in today's Eye on Entertainment.
George Clooney, Richard Gere, and Salma Hayek received an honor at the Vatican. Pope Francis gave them medals for their work with educational projects around the world that promote integration and peace.
The one thing that we know, and it starts with schools, is that hatred and bigotry has to be taught. We're not born this way, we learn it.
The Vatican says celebrities have a unique platform for spreading good messages. Take a peek at Paul Rudd's new film, The Fundamentals of Caring.
I won't let anything happen to your son.
Rudd plays a former writer turned caregiver. His new charge, an 18-year-old with muscular dystrophy and a sharp tongue. The two go on a road trip and encounter a young runaway played by Selena Gomez.
Are you a pervert?
I'm not a pervert.
That's exactly what a pervert would say.
The Fundamentals of Caring premieres June 24th exclusively on Netflix. And Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson will play comic book superhero Doc Savage in a new movie. Also known as the Man of Bronze, Savage is considered the inspiration for Superman. That's your Eye on Entertainment. Chris Martinez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Glenn Beck's syndicated radio show will be off Sirius XM for the rest of the week.
And this after a guest was accused of hinting that Donald Trump, if elected president, might need to be assassinated. Fiction author and conservative commentator Brad Thor asked if Congress would not remove Trump from office, which patriot would step up and do it if he oversteps his mandate as president. And to some, it sounded like Thor was all but advocating assassination. In a statement, Sirius XM said in part, comments recently made by a guest on the independently produced Glenn Beck program, in our judgment, may be reasonably construed by some to have been advocating harm against an individual currently running for office, which we cannot and will not condone. A 6-year-old boy really upset that people are wrecking the planet. What he has to say ahead.
the final week of the Memorial Day sale at Sleep Outfitters. Enjoy 0% financing for 6 years and savings up to $600 on the best brands in bedding, including Visa prepaid gift cards up to $400 on select Tempur-Pedic purchases. Get this Sealy Pillow Top Queen set with gel foam on sale for just $4.99, plus a free TV. 0% for 6 years, free TVs, free gift cards, and free upgrades during the final sale days of our Memorial Day sale at Sleep Outfitters.
Clients come into the office. The government has said, no, I don't believe you. You're not disabled.
The major problem with Social Security disability is that most people who sign up are denied at the initial level. If your claim's denied, don't give up. Call us immediately. We'll appeal your case.
We can do an effective job of representing you that will get you the benefits that you deserve.
Call Morgan, Collins, and Yeast, 1-800-55-WILDCAT.
Days like this are getting harder to find. We're long on life, but short on time. When I get a chance to kick back and unwind, I live for Myrtle Beach days. Myrtle Beach days got blue in the sky, not a care in the air, ocean breeze blowing by, just sitting on the sand, soaking up the sunshine. I live for Myrtle Beach days.
Hi, I'm Mark Krish of Coit Cleaning and Restoration. Almost 50 years ago, we pioneered the drapery and carpet cleaning business. With our certified technicians, innovative cleaning methods, and your satisfaction guaranteed in writing, Coit continues to deliver exceptional customer service. For a limited time, choose from any of our cleaning services and save up to 30% off. That's right, 30% off. Is it any wonder why so many homes in the Lexington area have one thing in common, a Coit van in the driveway? Call 1-800-4COIT today.
Have you ever wanted to learn how to take care of your bike? Or sharpen knives? What about how to defend yourself? Now you can. First, go to the Central Library on June 4th. Second, pick up a program and find the sessions you want to attend. Third, go to the sessions. It's that simple. There are sessions on genealogy, origami, urban chickens, and many more. For a complete list, check out lexpubliv.org/how.
All right, another warm one out there, but we've got some changes that are trying to make their way into the forecast, sounds like.
But all in all, nice few days. Yeah. And changes, Chris, but, you know, it could be a pretty nice week as well, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to hold out hope here.
Listen, I'll tell you, if you're already tired of the summertime temperatures across the region over the past few days, hang in there. We're going to cool it down again this weekend into early next week. A look outside now. 85 London, 84 Jackson, 85 Frankfort. Lexington, we've had a little bank of some clouds, keeping the numbers down a few degrees. It's only, and I say only 83 degrees. That's still a little above normal, but overall not too bad at all. Humid air continues to stream on in from the southwest, and that is what we're going to be dealing with over the next couple of days as our thunderstorm chances increase, and by the weekend, temperatures go the other way. We'll show you how we get there with an hour-by-hour forecast in a bit. Right now, let's check on traffic. Here's Officer Don.
Live look at Lexington rush hour traffic. Chris, we got a collision on, this is North Lyman 4th Street, an injury crash in the intersection. Police are working. Also a non-injury at Richmond and Chenoweth. Overall traffic view not really impacted because of those collisions. You see the one on the map there downtown. But it looks, north side looks good, and slowdowns on the circle right now that we're dealing with. That's on the inner and outer loops of the circle that we're dealing with right now around Winchester Road. And as far as the drive times go, we should be okay to Madison County. 23 minutes across the Clays Ferry Bridge, 30 minutes to Mount Sterling. Now back to you in the studio.
Officer Don, thank you. Paying in pennies and an Earth lover's meltdown. It's the video that will have you talking. Take a look at this.
Well, this is one way to pay off a speeding ticket. A Texas man was upset about his fine, so he paid it with pennies. Brett Sanders says he had to pay $212 for going 9 miles over the speed limit. So he got about 20,000 pennies from the bank, loaded them into 2 buckets, and dumped them off at the courthouse. I feel bad for the clerk who is working and didn't have anything to do with his speeding ticket and had to deal with all those pennies.
I do. I agree with you. I feel so bad for her.
Not good.
All right. This one is a cutie right here.
Yeah, I can't wait to see this. A 6-year-old boy from Washington State had a bit of a meltdown on the car worrying about our planet.
He says it all started after his teacher showed his class a video of a chickadee eating trash.
Our planet is going to be wrecked. People are just being rude to it. They are being so bad. I could just hold them dumb people. I wish I was an adult right now. I just want to do my job right now.
My goodness.
Well, Henry Marr's rant on the environment has been viewed more than 5 million times, and now he has channeled his anger into writing an environmental manifesto. Henry says his job is to take care of the planet, and he's already started.
I've been to Lil Mountain. Guess what I've done?
What?
I've saved a slug.
If more of us adults were like Henry there, 6 years old, we would be a better place, right?
He has passion.
Absolutely has passion. So watch out, world. He is coming for you, no doubt.
Remember him someday. He may be leading a corporation or doing something really special.
Yeah.
All right, much more to come here on WKYT at 5 o'clock.